Now, a YouTuber named Coach Red Pill, also known as Gonzalo Lira, was in Ukraine. He was sympathetic to Russia, wasn't a big fan of Ukraine, and he was asked to leave. He didn't want to at first. Then eventually he was arrested, um, and he
Yeah.
died in custody because he got
Hmm.
sick. Some people have asked whether or not the illness was real or not, or whether or not this was something else. Do you have any thoughts on the death of Gonzalo Lira?
Fuck him. I don't know. Like, what else I can say about him? To be honest with you, I'm not expert. I'm not a doctor. I didn't do his like how bad was he coughing. But what I do know is he violated law multiple times because he exposed the locations of
No, no,
our
that's not true.
soldiers.
That's not true,
Yeah.
actually. So Kathy
Huh?
Young wrote an article. I thought that too at first. I repeated that claim, but no, Kathy Young wrote an article. I can send it to you. But she wrote an article
Okay.
going over that claim, and she's that was someone else who got mixed up. It wasn't Liro, though Liro
Oh,
was like a Russia
really?
sympathizer. Yeah.
I mean, he did. They found a lot of shit on his laptop that I know for sure that at least, and he did post something that got him the SBU. SBU is like our secret, services, not secret, but security services of Ukraine, something like that. So I'm sure that they did give him warning for his violations before he was arrested multiple times. So maybe I'm pretty sure he did violate something that is has to do with the war, with the curfew war, like law, things like that. But like it's been a while. I'm not gonna like 100% say that it's true, but that's what I heard at least. I think it has to do with the martial law rules in Ukraine or something like that, assisting
It
the
was
sensitive providing sensitive information or some shit like that. I don't even remember exactly what it was. He did film soldiers though. There is a
here.
video of that.
Okay. Here, I'll link you the Kathy Young article, and like
I
maybe
look
maybe
into it,
she's
but
mistaken. I generally like her. She covered Gamergate pretty well, but like maybe she's wrong on this. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. Just see, I'm not gonna like make any sort because first of all, it's been a while. Second of all, I really don't. So I didn't really waste much time trying to find out. As far as his own stupidity goes, well, like the man should have left. Obviously, I would prefer him return to United States and doing the cringe shit he does there instead of here. He did make like pretty sordid claims, for example, saying that Kharkiv was not bombed. He lived actually here in my city, so he did make claims like that, saying that nobody was bombing Kharkiv and it was Ukraine that was bombing itself and things like that. So that's not something you can really do in a country that is in a defensive war in during martial law in general. But of course, yeah, I think should have followed the security gave him like multiple warnings that what he was doing was pretty much not welcome to say the least, and he ignored those. And I think he should have left. Obviously, I would prefer him to just be back in his in his country than dead, obviously. But yeah, but I'm not like particularly pressed about the whatever happened there, to be honest with you. Much more important things to worry about. Although, if there is, must be some sort of like investigation, right, about what
I've
occurred or
not
something
heard
like. I'm
anything.
not.
There has to be, I assume, at least an Ukrainian investigation, if not from the State Department of the U.S. I'd assume.
Yeah, there was given like I think like some sort of like a paper of his. He had like COVID, and he was like anti-vaxxer as well, I believe. So he was like incredibly into smoking a lot. So I don't know, maybe there was like that sort of complication that has to do with his lungs, things like that. But yeah, I remember seeing some sort of like a official statement about his health and what the doctor, how it's called when a person dies, and then they decide
Autopsy
what
or
yeah, that so that was something like that, but it's like been such a long time. I don't really remember exact details about that.
okay.